and welcome to Community Development Wheel. This is going to be a game show, and as lots of game show, we're looking for audience participation. So when the wheel's ready to spin, I want you to say, spin that wheel! Did you never see Wheel of Fortune, guys? No? Too young, obviously too young. As we're a community here, we think it's important to follow the theories that were given in the class. And Alinsky says, do something that your community enjoys. So we're hoping that you'll work alongside us today and you'll enjoy the things that we're going to do. So without any further ado, I will introduce you to our contestants for today. There's Lisa, Yvonne, Vary, spelled Mary, and Mairead, and I'm Michelle. So the aim of the game is we'll spin the wheel, the arrow will stop at one of the things that we're going to identify in the community. Every contestant will take a shot of buzzing or their cup. And they will then answer and say how they would work on any of these issues and use the values and theories within their community practice. Okay, so spin that wheel! So identifying issues. Yvonne's want to do identifying issues.
According to Freire, if you do a listening survey to identify the issues of the people, you will allow everyone in the community to have a voice. This will contribute as to how you would plan your sessions to achieve the solution. In turn, you will be able to continually evaluate the situation as you go along. I did this in my practice when I created a relaxing environment for the community in the listening. Created a relaxing environment for the listening survey and within the Seniors Hub in Kilmarnock. We listened to what the seniors was wanting and they picked out the generative theme, and that was learning how to text with their mobile phones, using their iPads, any IT skills that they could know they wanted to come and learn. But they wanted to do it in a situation where they wasn't coming and the teacher was telling them what to do. They wanted to do it in a drop-in session rather than coming in and getting taught. It's a one-to-one, and there's enough folk there enough members to put that out. And it was when I did the planning for these sessions with the group members, we came up with a drop-in service where they could have a one-to-one.
So you identified the issue that they wanted a one-to-one thing in the community. Right, so the next thing we're going to do is spin that wheel!
Carefully.
Work for change!
Working for change, this is important because as community development students, we want to make a difference and see a change take place in the community. Alinsky believed that if you were passionate about something and you wanted to change it, you would do whatever it took, even if it meant paying for it. A quote from Alinsky says, "Change means movement, movement means friction. Only in a frictionless vacuum of non-existent abstract world can movement or change occur without the race of friction or conflict," meaning that there is going to be conflict and change is going to take place.
Very good. So we're going to
spin that wheel!
See, it's getting a wee bit more rigorous. Understanding issues.
Understanding issues, I need to know my community. The question has to be asked, are we an oppressed community? Augustus Boal sees the government as the oppressive state. I work with the young carers and they were more inclined to engage with Boal's methods and to understand their issues. We used the method of forum theatre and they had to recognise their issues also. They found this difficult at first as they see their issues as everyday life. That's the norm for them. The young carers wrote their list of their caring responsibilities and they had to look for help and support while acting out all their responsibilities. The other carers were the spectators, and they brought in other actors who would be there to help, like family, friends and other support. This showed to them that they were not alone and there is support not only outside their group but more importantly within their own care group. The young carers had in particular their friends who were also carers. They identified their issues and understood them, but also issues they hadn't actually really thought about before, and they didn't think we could share it and have some common stuff together, and they could direct it for change for the better.
Thank you, Lisa. So we're going to
Spin that wheel!
engage with the community.
The Scottish Government policy says that the role of the government is to help communities to work together to fulfil their potential. So basically the government says that they'll support communities through community empowerment, which is basically identifying their needs and work for change for achieving their goals. So basically this is giving the chance for the community to have a voice, and this is essential because if you don't engage with the community, you could be working on things that they don't actually care about or actually affects them. You just judge them from facts and figures that you did from the book or something. And basically the national occupation standards for CDC, your engagement with the community is about supporting communities to come together and organise effectively so that they can collectively achieve their aim and influence on decisions that affect them. So basically what you're doing is you're engaging with them through like informal conversations, listening surveys, just basically talking to them. Like, I guess like if you're in a different form of work, you'd probably just brush past conversations with people, but obviously we understand that they're kind of essential to what we're doing. And what we would do by engaging with the community would be to help them to identify their issues they could address by engaging with them through conversations, and you can speak about certain policies and things that will affect their let's explain public policies that affect how their needs will be addressed. And you could do engagement by street work, consultations, a mapping exercise, and doing
Thank you very much, Marie. So we're going to
Spin that wheel!
and if it stops at one that we've already done, we'll take the inside. So have we done get to know the community yet? Oh, Marie.
Get to know the community, that's usually your first initial step in working with the community. It's the first stage of engagement. Taylor and Housley wrote a book called Community Work in the UK in 1987. They said community workers stimulate and support groups of people working to improve conditions and opportunities in their neighbourhoods. So basically what you do is you gather information on the community that you're working in, who makes up the community, and you've got to have an understanding that even though you might come from the area or you might have worked in the area before, that communities always change, people move in, people move out, things shut down, things open, so you've got to have an understanding that even though you might think you know the community, you probably don't. It's important to get to know specific people, agencies and organisations. For example, a lot of people in class talk about like food banks and things, getting to know if there's food banks in the area, if there's religious organisations. And this can be done through the community map, and Henderson and Thomas say that you can do this, get to know the community through desk research, meeting people, orientation, planning, database and maintaining them.
So we will spin that wheel. Come on, guys. Reflection with action.
This process I find to be continuous. I practice finding myself constantly reflecting on my action, whether I handle a situation correctly, and if I could have done something differently. If you're never willing to reflect on your work, then how do you expect it to improve? I personally am always looking to improve my practice so that I can become more effective and efficient, so I can do my best to work with members.
Spend that wheel! Hey, into this, you're just the one of a fortune. Planning and evaluation.
As I said earlier, when you're planning for the sessions with the group members, you come up with the drop-in service where we could have a one-to-one and evaluated it through the stages. And you do that on a continuous basis rather than just doing it once in a while. It's always ongoing. I think that's what I think.
Thank you very much, Bob. Thank you very much, people, for coming to this game show and taking part. It was a pleasure, and thank you very much to all the contestants. You did fantastic.